Were you, or were you not, on a gay cruise?
No, you're 120% dick pic.
Everybody that age, they're sperminator.
Yeah.
We don't care about anything else. We're a walking hard on looking for a hole.
That's. I have to say you're right on that one. Oh, my God.
A stiff breeze comes through the room and you return the favor.
Got her in. Oh. Somewhere on the outside of this building, there is a hole where squirrels come in.
Better than a hole where dicks come in.
Yeah, better than that.
Going down the stairs to wash the laundry. What the hell? Shh. Pizza. Stop it now. I order you to stop. I'm still touching myself.
Yeah!
All young bitches want to do is pop pills, smoke weed, get drunk, lay around, suck dick, eat hot Cheetos, charge they phone, get a sew and weave, twerk, be bisexual, eat McDonald's, wash they pussy in the sink, lie, take selfies, and talk shit through Wi-Fi because they phone never on.
I think washing they pussy in the sink is my favorite part. The Vietnamese trade in dongs. Figuratively and literally, I'm sure.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
I did decide to look it up. 500,000 dongs is a good night for Pop's ex.
Like most women, he's an emotional thinker.
Good God.
I mean, that's part of the problem we're having now in our society is we have a bunch of emotional thinkers that want the world to, to fall in line with their emotions. That's not... look, reality doesn't give a shit about emotions.
It's my lived truth. Fuck your lived truth.
No, it's not. It's your perspective.
Kiss my ass.
Literally like, hey, Sergeant Pop, you got to turn your bear suit. I'm like, over my dead body. No. Just give me a statement of charges. Yeah. You're never getting this back. Yeah. You can suck it.
I'm going to wear this with my Russian coat.
you will bury me in this. Hey! Why you got to fucking be like that, man?
Because I'm an asshole, and I learned from the best. I'm sitting across from him, and I'm pointing at you with all four fingers.
All right, first of all, the Russian jacket is World War II surplus.
I'll send you a picture of it, Sarge.
Yeah, okay.
I got you standing wearing it with holding two giant buckets like you just collected all the chum from behind the dump dumpster at the bar and you're going to go home and make ice cream out of it.
What's up, savages? Welcome to another episode of Grunt Speak that actually is live from the lair. And you'll have to bear with me. I have a headache today. I woke up with a really bad migraine. I suffer from them on a regular basis. And I took my medication, but I still have to keep the eyes shaded to keep it from coming back. Today's subject, we're talking about Hooters, the 304s, the women slinging sacks and taking dicks and stuff. It's crazy. Don't say stuff. So anyway, sex and whores sell. And it has been that way since we started writing stuff down. Because believe it or not, in some of the Babylonian texts, which are stamped in the clay and were baked and are a permanent record, prostitutilage is mentioned.
Vigorously.
I guess it is the oldest profession. Now, we have all kinds of examples in the good book, in the Torah, in, I would say, the Quran, and our history. There's just an insane amount of whores that have made quite a bit of money and a fairly significant impact on history. Now, let's just be honest. We're going to talk about direct and indirect whores. Direct whores are free agents, and they're upfront about it. Indirect, they go about other means to get compensated, kind of like a wife-stitute who gets married for 1 to 7 years, so she get the payday at the end of the day, or secure the bag is what they call it. And today's show is going to be nasty. There's going to be a lot of whorish jokes. People might get upset. Do I really care? No, I don't. Let's get this going.
It's not going to be pretty. I'm going to tell you that right up front. Look, if this whole thing started, I was writing a whole other piece, and that's probably going to be next week. If we actually have some guests lined up, believe it or not. I've been finding people who are like, "Yeah, I'll come on the show." Like, okay.
Well, I will be out of town after the 16th.
God damn it!
Several days.
Pick a day.
I'm sorry. I was supposed to be gone the 10th through the 15th.
You're supposed to be gone this week. Yeah. Right. Yeah. What's the matter? You didn't have $30,000 for a weekend?
I did.
That's what started this. I came across this article. I'm like, we have to do an episode. And we got so much crap going on. We've got the Carmelo case down in Texas. We got Ireland is burning. Iran is freaking doing Iran shit. And I'm like, let's just do something freaking about whores. Fuck all that. Let's just do whores. The nerdy escorts cashing in on Silicon Valley's AI boom. Now, Forbes has this article pretty protected, but I've got the archive one, the link for it. But it doesn't really matter because here's the long and short of it. The world of the picture is really an escort. And there's a lot of comments in the Twitter link that I found this on where they're like, she's a mid. She's not that hot at all. You've missed the point. This is a tech lord whore. She can talk AI. She's a gamer chick. She'll listen when he rambles about how cool he is with computers. That's where these girls are making their money. This little piece of trim gets $30,000 a weekend.
I hope I hope they get the super girlfriend experience.
That is the super girlfriend experience for them, playing video games and talking about geek shit, and then maybe a blowjob.
No, there's got to be more for $30K.
You know what? I don't know. What we do know is these girls are banging the tech lords, the high up ones. Most of them are Indian. Most of them are married and have kids and stuff like that. So these side pieces are also paid for discretion.
Well, I know. Who was the comedian that said you don't pay the prostitutes to bang you, you pay them to leave?
That wasn't a comedian. That was Frank Sinatra.
Oh, really? Wow. And I guess, the extra $10,000 discretion.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I would imagine that high price also comes with a full Vida report, like a Carfax for a vagina.
A complete fuck facts. Did a video on that the first 2 years.
There you go. Yeah. See, we throw that in the link. Find that one. Throw that up there. I would imagine that escorts at this level come with a fuck fax and every other thing, and are paid what they're paid mostly for their discretion. But I mean, she's not bad looking. She's a 6, you know. But 30 grand worth? There's that. I don't see 30 grand worth there.
No,
I just don't see 30 grand worth there. But here's the thing.
that's a down payment on a house.
It is a down payment on a house. Corrected for inflation, have prostitute prices essentially been the same for thousands of years?
That's incorrect.
Interesting notion and perfectly plausible. Sex is perhaps the most basic commodity for food and shelter. Reliable figures for per trick pricing are difficult to gather with a large amount of error, but even in the same city, you can find extremes. I'm not going to read this whole article. It is lengthy, so I'm hitting the highlights.
I did the Google. I looked it up on Grok here. So, global and regional ranges for prostitutelage, escort, sex acts. Worldwide average hourly rate 260. Down from 340 in 2006 due to economic factors.
Okay.
High end is $300 to $700 per hour.
Yeah, that's not like the elite high end. We're going higher than that.
No, mid range is 150 to 350.
That's Detroit
end,
from what I
20
understand.
to 100. That's like 8 Mile chicks. You will definitely get Vada.
These models do not come with a fuck fax.
No. In the United States, street level is 50 to 150 per act. Europe is 100 to 350 euros.
Yeah.
Latin America, 30 to 200.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. We'll get to that.
Hang on. Asia, Thailand, India, $4 to 50. Singapore, Japan, 200 to 350. It's close to America.
Wow.
Let's see. Specific acts. Oral, 30 to 150. Standalone. Full service is,
Hopefully you're standing alone. I don't want to be in the middle of the cock forest.
Extras like anal, specific fetishes, or longer time is 50 to 200 plus higher rates.
Oh, good.
So yeah, you can find it on the internet, man.
We're going to hell. We're at a minimum, we're getting a fucking walkthrough.
Yeah.
At a minimum, we're getting a walkthrough. The average London hooker doesn't make anywhere near that much. A 2008 study revealed not only that London has more than 921 brothels, but the average price for full service was just over $90. I'm betting you that you're not getting a nice British girl there anymore.
No.
I'm betting you most of the London sex workers, given that 70% of the city is no longer British, are also no longer British.
They're Paki or Indian.
Yeah. Yep. So that's that little bit there. It just, the prices are all over the place. But this one I thought was funny because let's go back to the Forbes article. This is where I found it. The reporter Anna Tong wrote the article. Now she says women are getting 3,000 to 5,000 an hour, 23,000 for a full day, 30,000 for a weekend.
Wow.
This girl here, Natalie Burns, says such a strange thing that people like you, people feel like your rates must be being high must mean you need to be some sort of super hot person, and even stranger that people feel it's okay to comment on anyone's looks. And then you go to Miss Burns' page, and she's a high-priced call girl.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And she herself is 6'7".
Yeah, I'd give her somewhere between this.
Yeah.
The
red hair is warning signs all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We all know gingers have no soul, man.
Yeah. Right off the bat, we know that the ginger thing is going to be a problem.
No, they'll serve you up in a heartbeat. All the gingers I've ever messed with are just savages.
Oh my God.
Including my ex-wife.
I don't think I ever dated an actual ginger. I somehow escaped that.
I don't know. I was into it. I learned my lesson. I'm good.
Yeah. But none of this is new, and some of these places are static locations. The most famous, of course, is the Bunny Ranch.
Now, I've actually referenced this a few times in
Yeah.
past videos in the first 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And they make no bones about it. The thing that is interesting is they don't produce their prices online here, which I imagine they negotiate by the size of your wallet.
Well, let's see.
Would be because you go to the menu, our sexual menus, appetizers, oral sex. They get pretty explicit here. The cuisine of sexuality, the BJ and cunny licking are the appetizers of choice. A cunning linguist speaks the language of love, and he or she deserves the return pleasure. And so on. I'm not going to read these. It's making me feel smarmy.
Listen, do not
great.
Listen, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I don't care how blue-pilled you are.
Yeah.
Do not put your mouth on a sex worker's meat flaps and the Moni button.
It's not going to end well for you.
Okay, so a short session at the Bunny Ranch, 30 to 60 minutes, starts between $600 and $1,500 for basic stuff. Girlfriend experience. Standard hour girlfriend experience is $1,000 to $2,500. Longer overnights, multi-hours is $5,000 to $15,000.
You do not have tail that good. No.
There is negotiating, so that does happen. So
of course there is, yeah.
Listen, you're always negotiating this stuff.
There is. Well, sex is a negotiation anyway. At this
Well,
point.
it says here, level of intimacy. Girlfriend experience includes more emotional, romantic elements like kissing and cuddling. Wow. God damn, this is just horrible.
It is main courses, sexual intercourse, sexual adventures. It goes on and on. House favorites, erotic massages. One of the things I do miss about Asia is you could go get an actual massage.
Yeah.
Not the me love you long time, not the happy ending massages, like a real massage. You can get a 1 hour massage for $20. Like a serious massage. That was fucking nice. That was nice.
Huh.
I heard horror stories about Vada while I was over there, so I avoided all additional services, if you will.
No rubby, no tuggy?
No rubby, no tuggy.
No slob the knob?
No. Yeah, they Bunny Ranch does special orders as well. Special order 1, BDSM, 2, fetishes, and so on and so forth. Now, these Nevada allows brothels. Fine, that's fine. I mean, this stuff has always fucking existed. But the crazy thing is when I started digging on this, it got extreme really fast. So let's rewind the clock all the way back to 2400 BC. We have a Sumerian... What?
Hang on.
Hanging on.
Didn't the Sumerians start like at 5000 BC?
Right, but this is the first record we have of...
But it's put in clay, so you don't really know its age.
That's true.
So it could be exceptionally older.
It could be older than that. It could be older than that.
All right, so bring it on. I want to hear this.
Anyway,
this is
what they found was a price list including compensation for sexual services recorded in silver shekels. To put that in perspective, it predates the Code of Hammurabi by roughly 650 years.
Well,
so whores were writing their shit down before we were writing laws down.
So a silver shekel way back then was a considerable sum. How much comparable was that in their money back then?
We're getting to that. By the way, silver shekels at that time, there are museum examples, were roughly a little larger than one of our pennies and about the same thickness. That's about how big a shekel was. Anyway, where did it go here? You distracted me, you fag. This predates the Code of Hammurabi. The going rate appears to have been around 2 to 3 silver shekels for a piece of Sumerian tail, which was roughly the equivalent to a month's grain wages for a laborer.
So you want to get a shot at the reproductive snot sock.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to cost you roughly 1 to 2 months of food.
What this tells us is it was the landlords and the people who ran the laborers who were buying the punani rather than the laborers themselves.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure there was a side market. There's always a side market, and there's actually an example later on here from France.
Of course, you're going to have the one-legged whore or the one-armed whore or something. She's got something wrong with her. It's going to like just a discount rate. I get it.
Or willing to take shelter.
Oh, yeah. Barter.
Exchange or food. Yeah.
Yeah, I did a video on that too. Barter for poon.
Now, the funny thing is they mentioned the Code of Hammurabi. Well, the Babylonian legal code contains provisions protecting the inheritance rights of prostitutes. But the term translates from Babylonian as the set-aside woman. The Babylonians were calling them side pieces 5,000 years ago.
Wow. I wonder how many side pieces does it take to get to a whole piece? Is it 4, 2, 8? I don't know. Who knows? And if it's a woman and then her prostitute is gay, does she call it a side lick? I don't know. Uh-oh, I think Battledore froze on us. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. So anyway, I think we're having technical difficulties. We did have a storm come through here. It's actually going to hit here soon.
Oh, there we go.
So what happened?
I don't know. We had some sort of a weird something that flickered the flickering thing.
Well, we have a storm coming in, so.
Oh, that might be. Yeah, I might have experienced.
There is a tornado warning, so.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, just so you know, everybody, the gods of Babylon are not happy that we're talking about their side pieces. Did you hear the last thing that I said?
No.
Okay. The Babylonian legal code contains provisions protecting the inheritance rights of Naditu, which translates to set aside woman.
Side piece.
They were calling them side pieces 5,000 years ago.
Yeah.
This is legal recognition of an economic class with property rights. So this was prostitution was an established economy 5,000 years ago.
I wonder what the going rate for mercenaries was. If it was more expensive to hit mercenaries than whores.
I don't know, but we've got side honomics now. Not just honomics. We also have side honomics.
Well, I mean, let's just put this into perspective. All right. So you have women who's selling the punani for money.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a class of men, as soon as wars kicked off, that were really good at war. So they traveled around selling their wares, which is their ability to wage war to various lords and kings.
Correct.
And that's been going on since war was invented, I imagine.
Pretty much, yes.
Because there are records of the pharaohs hiring mercenary bands and shit like that.
Right. That's absolutely correct. Now, I managed to break from this a whole new section of honomics. Are you ready for intersectional honomics?
Intersectional honomics.
Yes.
Why, yes.
It's like the whole intersectional victimhood thing of the woke set, but with hoes.
Is there like 136 different hoe genders?
No, there are only 4, thank God.
4?
4.
Okay.
We have intersectional. I mean, I'm talking about hoes. I keep saying intersexual. That's weird. Intersectional.
Well, I mean, they do probably cross over. You think they're parallel, but they really aren't. They will cross over at some point.
Well, the first one that I found was the access economy. These women weren't destroying men at random. They were positioning themselves at the intersection of power and desire. Secrets,
the same thing they do
money,
today.
Exactly. Then there's the underestimation dividend. Powerful men consistently fail to assess these women as threats, which happens all the time today, too.
Blue pill people set their own death traps. Yeah. And the bait they use is tits, pussy.
Yes.
And the activator for the trap is their own penis.
The reason that I did this is when I saw it going on, I thought there's 1d4 pop episodes for every one of these. every one of these has been explained by a pop episode, and a decade ago. The Long Game. Theodora waited years. Montanon waited decades. The most devastating outcomes come from women who were patient and built dependency before they took the leverage.
Yeah.
Does that sound familiar anymore there, Mr. 20 years in the military? Thank you. I'll take your retirement.
Oh, shit, yeah. Now,
okay. The Long Game. It's intersectional honomics.
Yeah, I've met so many guys in the service who literally lost half their pension being married to some woman, for somewhere around 8 to 12 years. Because typically you have to be married for 10 years to while he's on active duty before you can get half his pension.
Yep. And our final one is proxy war. Indirect attacks working through influence on a man who then makes catastrophic decisions.
The wear down method?
This is where she destroys your relationship with your friends, your family. She's engaging in proxy war.
We called this show testiculus redonculitis.
See?
And that is where the woman isolates you from your family, your friends, anyone that has any influence over you, cracks down on your schedule. So there is, other than working, you come home and you're fully engaged.
Yep.
And you have no time to do anything else. Either she turns up the drama or she turns up the task wheel or perhaps both.
We may have to do a new Redonkulous episode just on intersectional honomics.
Oh, I will put this in the book.
Yeah. But then let's go through some of the choice hoes of old. I saw somebody in the comments mention the temple angle. Yeah, that's really true. Mesopotamia gives us a concept of sacred prostitution.
The Greeks did that.
Yep, the Greeks did that
so
as
did
well.
The Romans.
The prostitutes of the oracle. The Temple of Ishtar. The Epic of Gilgamesh features Shamhat, a temple whore who civilizes the wild man Enkidu through 6 days and 7 nights of sex.
Wow.
She temple whored him into submission.
Temple whore.
Behold my sacred vagina.
Oh my God. Again, this has been going on forever.
Yes.
We're talking about shit that happened what, 400 to 4,500 years ago and beyond.
This all started with the $30,000 hooker from Forbes magazine who does tech lords in Silicon Valley. But like Pop said, this is just like an endless tale of woe.
For a blue collar guy to save up 30 G's is anywhere between 3 and 6 years.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah. I'm just going to be honest. If I have to work that kind of time and save up that kind of money, I am not going to spend it on the bubblegum flaps or the beef and cheddar and a catcher's mitt, which has more mileage on it than, an old car I bought. No, thank you.
No, that's
I don't care how well the paint job looks. If it's got chrome fenders and it looks tight, I'm not spending that kind of money. Not doing it.
Not a thing. Thank you for playing. Yeah. I'm sweating balls right now because it's so humid here, by the way.
Yes. I have an air conditioner unit.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. This is not sweaty dwarf over epic prostitutes. It's humid as fuck, and I do not do well in heat. I am a cold weather creature. 28 degrees is my favorite temperature. I'll walk around in a t-shirt in 28 degrees. Rhodopus, around 570 BC. She's from Greece and Egypt. She's probably the first named courtesan in recorded history. Some of these are really funny. She was a Greek slave who became...
Hang on. Is a courtesan an indirect whore or a direct whore?
Okay, so here's how courtesan worked in the ancient world. It was a fancy way of saying very expensive whore, as opposed to back alley blowjob Betty.
Back alley blowjob Betty.
Betty.
Okay.
A courtesan is in Greek times and through the 1700s, particularly in France, it's a fancy way of saying a very expensive whore.
Court whore.
A court whore, pretty much. Yeah, courtesan, court whore, interchangeable. Anyway, she became so wealthy from her work on her back in Egypt that she donated enough to build a pyramid for herself at Delphi.
That's a whole lot of T-bills she invested in right there.
She's mentioned in the writings of Herodotus, one of the most famous authors of that time. Here's the thing. She fucking caught the eye of the pharaoh. And the story goes that her sandal was stolen by an eagle and dropped in the pharaoh's lap, leading him to find her.
Where have we heard that about the shoe?
It may be the origin of the Cinderella story.
Yes! Yes!
It may very well be the origin of the Cinderella story. And that's true. I'm not just pulling that out of my ass. I got into I have pages of this. I sent it to Pop. He could tell you there's.
Well, okay, let's just talk about, just really quickly, the Bible has a whole lot of stories in it that you can literally find in these clay tablets from 5,000 to 7,000 years ago, long before they were ever written down by the tribes, in the promised land.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's move on to Fern. Fern seems fun. She's around 371 BC. She was so beautiful that when she was put on trial for impiety, which was a big deal in Athens at the time.
Well, that's when they try you for acting like a hooer?
Hooer, yeah. Behaving like a hooer.
Acting and behaving like a hooer.
Yeah. Anyway, her defense attorney opened her robe in front of the jury and she was immediately acquitted. Okay, here's why. You know the famous nude statue of Aphrodite? That's Fern.
Really?
She was the model for the famous
Do we have a
statue
picture
of Aphrodite. Should be able to find one.
I want to see that. I just want to see how hot these women were back then to like cause this kind of uproar and have ripples throughout all of our history.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of familiar with the statue, but I want you guys all to see it and
It's
judge
been
for
vandalized. It's been vandalized over time. Bear that in mind. Let's see here.
Also, we're going to read into the record 2 more lives saved on Thursday.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. These ones are older emails that slip through the cracks. So it is what it is. But that'll put us at...
yeah, here it is. Here it is. I had to find the correct author.
Okay.
I had to find the correct guy. It's got to be Praxilides. It's
I'm not familiar with these names.
That's fine. Oh, I forgot my screen got unsharedized.
Okay.
This is the famous. This is Fern.
That's not that impressive. Not by today's standard. It's okay.
That statue's 3,000 years old. Okay, it's seen some wear. Anyway, apparently that's what did it. Apparently that's what did it for guys
back in the day. Fair enough.
Apparently that was, I mean, it is a statue. You can't see the texture or color of her skin or the color of her hair or anything like that. Just, it's not very, not great representation, if you will. Anyway, she reportedly offered to rebuild the wall of Thebes in Egypt, which was destroyed by Alexander the Great at her own expense. This is a prostitute who could rebuild city walls for you. Okay, she had that kind of money. Okay, she said on the condition that they inscribe it, destroyed by Alexander, restored by Fern the whore.
Did she actually do that though? Or was it?
That was what she said. She said Fern the courtesan, but it's the same thing.
Okay.
Fern the court whore.
Was the wall restored?
No, they turned her down.
Oh, they
But
turned her down.
this is a recorded incident. This isn't one of those, this girl had so much money she was rebuilding walls. No, she actually did this. This is recorded history.
Nice.
This one is my favorite. And there's a book out there. I've told people to read it before. It's written by Procopius in the 6th century. He was the historian for the Emperor Justinian of Byzantium. Which, by the way, is supposedly during the Dark Ages. There was no such thing as the Dark Ages. That's a bunch of shit. There were a couple of countries that had it rough during that time, and that's what they call the Dark Ages. Byzantium was insane.
I think they refer to as the Dark Ages because it really wasn't recorded as much as the other ages.
In a couple of areas, but I can show you tons of records written by the Irish monks who went through all of those areas and recorded all of that. I'm the history geek here, dude.
Yeah, I got you.
This is what I do. I do this. Empress Theodora, this is great. Okay. Where did it go? Procopius describes her pre-empress career in terms that would make a sailor blush. She was performing on stage in increasingly explicit acts, complaining that she only had 3 orifices to work with.
Well, I mean, you can always get the socket blink job available.
Yeah.
I mean,
her origins as a theater performer and courtesan are recorded. They are true. But what makes her the most remarkable for Honomics is she went from the very bottom of Byzantine society to being the wife of the emperor. And she eventually passed laws protecting women from forced prostitution and gave prostitutes legal rights.
and I believe she saved all of Byzantium.
It is a long story. She killed a lot of people, dude.
So she Hillaried people back then?
She was the Hillarying bitch of her area. I wouldn't be surprised if Hillary modeled herself after Theodora.
But if I recall,
Yeah.
wasn't Constantinople about to fall? And
That's
he was
Byzantium. Dude, this is the year 540.
Yeah. And the
Constantinople
emperor was
fell-
going to flee the city, and she talked him into staying.
You are so off base.
I'm off? Okay.
You are so it's 1,000 years before Constantinople.
Okay.
And it's in the city of Byzantium, not Constantinople.
Fair enough. I thought they're in the same general area.
Sart, sit down, please.
Don't touch that dial, Sart.
Sart.
Stay away. Sart, no.
Sart.
Bad Sart.
Specialist, will you escort this NCO out of my skiff, please?
Okay. It happened.
Okay. Before she became an empress, Theodora had been publicly humiliated and discarded by a governor who took her to North Africa as his mistress and then abandoned her and left her destitute. She made her way back to Constantinople, converted to Christianity, and within a few years married the Emperor Justinian. Once she was on the throne, she systematically destroyed everybody who had wronged her from the beginning, all the way down to her theater days.
Wow.
It's documented. And this is the intersectional Honomics long game thing, because she patiently worked her way to the top and then killed everybody.
Basically, she walked out of the room and threw the hand grenade over her shoulder.
Yeah.
There you go, fags.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on to the medieval period, we have Veronica Franco, the gold standard of the Renaissance courtiana honesta, the honest courtesan.
That's bullshit.
Meaning educated, cultured, and expensive. This is where we get the modern call girl. It's basically Veronica Franco is call girl 0.
Call girls. Okay.
She's call girl 0.
Also,
Okay.
like when what was that one city that got Pompeii? That's it, Pompeii, and then Herculaneum was nearby.
Yeah.
They just unearthed that city a couple decades ago, and there are whole streets that were nothing but brothels.
Yes, they also found a guy who had been masturbating and got caught in the lava in that.
Well, he wanted to rub one out before he went. I get it. All right.
Anyway, yeah, you're correct. There were whole streets full of that.
He wanted to do the Go Speed Racer before he left. You know,
one last one, baby. One last one. This is all I got. Veronica corresponded with kings, published poetry, and received Henry III of France when he visited Venice. Her client list was essentially the Forbes 500 of 16th century Europe. She was tried by the Inquisition for witchcraft and successfully defended herself.
Wow, that is almost unheard of.
They made a movie about her, and it's called Dangerous Beauty. So, Blake, maybe we could consider Dangerous Beauty. Watch the...
Well, here's the thing. You know, she had to have the syphilis because all of those guys...
Are you familiar with merkins?
No.
Popular during that time. A merkin is a hairpiece for the vagina because syphilis causes the pubic hair to fall out.
Huh? I didn't know that. Huh. So it's a wig for the vagina?
It's a vagina wig, yes.
So now the women just shave it bald.
Right.
But back then, okay. Wow, that's fucked up.
Yes. A merkin was a thing. And it was because of syphilis, so...
See, you learn shit here on the show, man.
This is what happens when the dwarf goes down bad rabbit holes. This is what happens. Tulia of Aragon was another one of the first call girl, same era.
So hang on. A call girl is one that comes to you?
A call girl is the high-end ones that you're going to pay top dollar for, who can entertain you, can talk to you, can... be taken into civil society. You could take her to a dinner party and she's not going to make you look like a fucking buffoon.
It's like those women in Japan.
Geishas.
Yeah.
But geishas never left the geisha house.
Okay. I didn't know that.
You couldn't take them anywhere.
I could never take you anywhere.
Yeah. I've done my homework on this.
Oh, okay.
I'd be a lousy call girl. I'm horrible at dinner parties. Anyway, Tulia of Aragon was another one of the Call Girl Zero era. Call Girl Zero era appears to be between about 1510 and 1590, and it started in Italy. She was considered one of the finest poets of the Renaissance. She published philosophy on the nature of love. She's the perfect honomics case study because she constantly fought against laws requiring courtesans to wear identifying yellow veils, arguing that she was a poet, not a prostitute.
Even then, they were trying to avoid the negative downturn.
Getting scaled into that sort of thing there.
Kind of like the OnlyFans chicks that say it's empowering. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. One of the more interesting ones from that time, though, was Lucretia Borgia. Do you know about the Borgia family from Italy?
I've heard of it.
They killed people all the time.
Well, I mean, that happened in Italy. There was all those little city-states. There was all kinds of murder going on.
Italy as a country didn't really exist until the early 1900s.
I know. And there's a reason why all of these manor houses, estates, and cities had walls around them.
Yes.
Because there was always uprisings and miniature civil wars and banditry and all of that craziness going on.
Yeah. Lucretia Borgia was one of the daughters of the Borgia family. She was married off 3 times for alliance purposes. She was basically used as a courtesan by her family. She was one of the warfare pieces. And her sexuality was used as a political instrument wielded by her father, who was Pope Alexander VI.
Well, let's just be honest. Okay. If you were in a family of any worth and you had daughters, you always match them to better your position and your house. So they were all doing that, not just him.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. None of her murders were ever proven. She apparently used a poison of choice. and honeypot operations. We're going to get into honeypot operations in a little bit.
What kind of poison of choice is this? Is it strychnine?
They called it La Cantarella. I don't know what it was, but several powerful men who crossed this woman died conveniently after social encounters.
They got Arkancided.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
And there was no record. They weren't ever able to prove anything, but somehow these girls or these guys who went too close to Lucretia Borgia got themselves Hillaried.
Well, poison was always like a tool used for the upper class.
Oh my God, yes.
And that goes back thousands of years, man.
Mm-hmm. It absolutely does.
Because we're lazy and it's just easier to just poison them than,
Yeah.
Because you got to go through the steps. You got to hire people. There's an ambush, assassinations. Yeah. It's just
it's messy. It's messy. Get a bitch, poison somebody.
Yeah, just use the poison, man.
Yep, exactly. This is our rogues gallery of very expensive girls, by the way, is what's going on here. Nell Gwynn started off as an orange seller. Remember I talked about freaking not for money, doing it for like trade?
Uh-huh.
Well, apparently orange sellers at theaters were recognized entry-level positions in the prostitute industry.
Ah.
She became an actress, and then she became the mistress of Charles II.
What year was this?
King of England. This is around 1650. Well, it would have been around 1670 in her case. But unlike her other mistresses, she was openly working class and never pretended to be anything otherwise. The king also had another mistress. Who was
kings having multiple mistress? That never happens.
I know. Bear with me. Just trust me on this one. It'll be fine. Anyway, Nell apparently made a big deal about it being working class and also being Protestant. And when her carriage was assaulted by a mob who was trying to kill the Catholic mistress, she apparently said, "Pray, good people, be civil. I am the Protestant whore."
Okay.
Yeah. Don't kill me. I'm not the right whore. You got the wrong whore.
You got the wrong whore, baby. Wrong whore. So she was Protestant, huh?
Yes.
I never understood that whole like Catholic Protestant thing.
That's a discussion for a whole other time. We could do a whole show on
didn't Henry VIII kick that off?
Henry VIII kicked that off because he wanted a divorce and the Pope said no. So he created the Church of England.
And what year was that? That was
I don't remember.
Okay.
Henry VIII is always portrayed as an old fat dude. Turns out he was a serious badass warrior.
Up until he got wounded. Yep.
Loved to joust.
That's what fucked him up.
Yeah. Yep. Apparently he was an actual badass. Madame de Pompadour from France, active around 1740.
That sounds so familiar.
Yeah, they made a movie about this bitch.
Yeah.
She became the official chief mistress of Louis XV and arguably ran French foreign policy through her vagina for nearly 2 decades. The 7 Years' War has been partly attributed to her political maneuvering.
So she was the spy bitch in the Three Musketeers.
Yes. This was the intersectional honomics of the long game and the manipulation.
So that would be the first time throughout all of history where a vagina has kicked off war?
No. Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. She controlled the war through her vagina, though. She essentially retired from sex with Louis by mutual agreement, reportedly due to her health, but maintained all of her political power anyway, which is rare for a courtesan and shows you just how much power these girls would accrue. She's no longer giving up the punani, but still has the reins.
She had to have, listen.
That's like some magical punani dust right there.
No. She had to have dirt on somebody.
Yeah, that's my guess too.
You listen.
Yeah.
You don't keep that kind of power unless you have dirt. Epstein Island.
Yeah, exactly. That's
listen, the CIA or other alphabet agencies have all of those videotapes and files, and they're still extorting people to this fucking day. That's why they're never been released.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
This next one presents us with a whole new phrase that we're going to love. Cora Pearl, 1850s Paris, became the queen of the French Grand Horizontales.
Okay. A
The
horizontal orientated entertainer. The hoe.
Yes. I saw that. I'm like, oh, it's a hoe. The top, this is what they were called, the Grand Horizontales. They were called horizontal entertainers. That's what's in the history book. I saw it and I'm like, this is brilliant.
I came up with that one like in
years ago,
2012, 11.
It was back around that time. Yeah.
Yeah. I was literally driving in a 5-ton, sitting next to the driver, and we had another guy, in the sitting between us.
Yeah.
And we're talking about some shit, and I came up with the acronym HO, horizontal orientated entertainer. And everyone was just falling out laughing. They're like, oh my God, it's so true.
God, yeah, that's dead nuts on. She was the top tier of Parisian courtesans, who were known as the great horizontal entertainers. Her clients included Prince Napoleon III's cousin, and the Prince of Orange. She once had herself served to guests on a silver platter, naked and garnished with parsley. She spent
now, wasn't that the House of
them.
Orange a pretty big thing back in the day?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
This hoe blew all of her money, though, and died.
Hoes blowing money? No.
Yeah, this hoe spent all the money on the weaves and the nails and stuff.
And she probably died a horrible death.
She died broken alone, basically. Because you hoe out after a while. You can hoe yourself out, but after a time period, you hoe out.
Yeah. You hit that wall.
Yeah.
And you get flung over, and there's no coming back. Sorry.
Yeah.
Listen, I know these women think they're all that in a bag of chips in their 20s. And some of them are pretty goddamn hot. And I'll give it to them. Mm-hmm. But I've lived long enough to see these women in their 50s. And it is not pleasant. Not at all.
No,
they have not ate. Once they hit that wall and they hit the second wall, which is menopause.
Yep.
It literally, you can watch the wheels fall off the car in real time as they're rolling down the street to their grave.
I saw that in real time. They're both deceased now. Mike Kelly was a divorce lawyer in LA that I worked for when I first got out there because I needed money. He was actually a pretty good guy, but he was extreme. And his wife was Miss October 1968. Not at that point, because this was the year 2006.
Oh, yeah.
And she was batshit crazy. She was nice enough. She knew how to be civil and polite. She was the Playboy Bunny act, but Mike said she was completely unstable at home.
And
like yeah, and he's he married nice. He married a fucking bunny girl. So he thought he had it cracked, and then life kicked in, and
he got his ass whipped.
Yeah,
reality fucked him up.
Yeah, and he wouldn't divorce her. He was a noble guy, even though he was a divorce lawyer. I know this is maybe he didn't divorce her because he was a divorce lawyer and knew what would happen.
God damn. I don't ever want to be in that position, man.
Yeah. Anyway, she was, of course, smoking hot when she was in her prime, and then life kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And she wore hard like bad leather.
Did she have kids?
I believe they had 2 kids, 1 or 2 kids.
Okay.
But by that time, by 2006, she was pretty well traveled.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. Next, we have La Paiva, real name Esther Lockman. She was from Moscow. She ended up owning the most extravagant private mansion. She was born dirt fucking poor. Ended up owning the most extravagant private mansion on the Champs-Élysées in Paris.
Yeah.
Which is Wall Street of Paris. The best street in the city is the Champs-Élysées.
I don't know these terms, so.
I do. She had an onyx bathtub that she allegedly filled with champagne. her mention, the Hotel de Paiva, still stands to this day. She married a Prussian count, and her little thing she had going on attracted all sorts of famous people whose names you're not going to know. Théophile Gautier, Hippolyte Taine, and the Goncourt brothers.
Brothers?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
wow.
Those are all famous people of that era. You have to read books to know these things, and I know that's hard for you.
Well, okay, you got me.
You used to read a lot until they blew you up.
Yeah, I still read.
I'm just giving you shit.
I just read what I like. I don't just read for the hell of it.
Yeah, I read everything that I can get my fucking hands on because I'm that guy. Let's see. Lola Montez, busy in around 1840. She was from Ireland. She was a dancer and a courtesan whose clients included Franz Liszt, Alexander Dumas, who wrote fucking The Three Musketeers. The author of The Three Musketeers had a courtesan.
Okay, so maybe the spy chick in The Three Musketeers is modeled after her. She
banged King Ludwig, who built the Cinderella Castle in Bavaria. For which he made her the Countess of Landsfeld.
Wow.
Yeah. And her political influence over Ludwig contributed to the Revolution of 1848 in Bavaria. She was literally exiled by popular revolt. Another case.
Hang on here.
War through vagina.
So what we have here is we have centuries of men who were blue-pilled.
We have gone all the way back,
falling for this bullshit.
3,000 years of history we've just walked through with a hooker in hand every step of the way.
Yeah. And in today's day and age, we have 65% of the young men out there not even chasing tail.
Yes.
So let's just
These
put
are
that
all
into
cautionary
perspective.
Tales, man.
Well, hang on. Let's just put this into perspective. All right. So back in the day, people waged war over pussy. Literally.
The famous one being Helen of Troy.
Helen of Troy. Yeah. Today, it is so devalued. 2/3 of the young men out there have sworn it off.
Yes.
That is how horrible it is now.
Yeah. I want to bring up the fact that I did not insert Helen of Troy into this mess because she was just a cheating whore rather than an industrious whore.
Well, you also have Samson and Delilah.
That was an industrious whore.
Yeah.
Delilah was definitely engaged in honomics.
Yeah. She was in honomics, sold out her man for a better position.
Yep.
And he got smoked.
Yeah. Straight up honomics.
Straight up honomics.
The most famous, probably, at least it was when we were kids. I don't know if anybody even knows this name anymore. Mata Hari. And you used to call a woman who was a treacherous whore, you used to call them Mata Haris. I don't think anybody's called anybody a Mata Hari in 50 years at this point.
Yeah.
But she was a Dutch exotic dancer who leveraged her courtesan status to access military officers across Europe during World War I, which got her shot by the French as a spy. So I did some digging on this one, and there was never really any evidence that she was a spy. She was probably an opportunist, and the officers were the guys who had the money to pay for the punani. But she crossed the wrong guy. May have been a French officer. The French are bitter, nasty little faggot. Careful with the language. Don't want to get booped by YouTube. The French are notorious for being petty. So somebody probably dimed her out as a spy, and she got put against
petty package bundles of sticks.
Petty bundles of sticks.
Yes, petty bundles of sticks.
Yeah. She had her meat suit forcibly returned for the mineral deposit.
Well, these things happen. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's true.
But the thing is like, this is nothing new.
No.
And now, like, we have all of these OnlyFans models flying out to other portions of the world.
Yes.
To do God knows what for whatever amount of money that they're going to get.
Correct.
Now, this hasn't really been on the news, but a lot of these women have been flying out to the Middle East, to those uber rich oil Muslims, and getting murdered
or disappeared.
Yeah, or disappeared, never to be seen again. Nobody gives a shit because in that part of the world, they're just whores and they're worthless.
They'll get used as a harem girl for as long as their beauty holds,
and boom,
they'll be
put to the sword.
Who knows how they get rid of them? I'm sure one day we'll find out. Anyway, moving into the modern era, the probably most famous one is Javiera Hollander, and she actually turned up in Playboy and Hustler and Penthouse. She was known as the Happy Hooker. And she was
wait a minute.
Late 50s through late 60s was her time. I remember
58 to 68.
Yeah.
I wonder if I've seen her before.
If you were a boy in the 70s and got a hold of a Hustler, you know who the Happy Hooker is.
I literally had
hundreds of those things. She had a column in the fucking magazine.
Oh, yes.
This is her.
Because I used to sell them at school. I used to sell Hustler, Penthouse, Playboy.
No, you could do that. Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. Anyway, she is probably the most economically literate of all of these women because she did her thing for like 7 or 8 years and then wrote about it.
And then she went out on top?
And she went out on top, freaking loaded. She sold 20 million copies of her book. And had magazine columns and all of that stuff. And she was for all accounts, she was very personable. So she's
a whore. I mean, you got to be personable.
Right. At any rate,
20 million copies.
20 million copies of her book, of her memoirs.
I wonder how much she got per book on that. She probably at least pulled in a good 10 million from that.
I would imagine this is 1971 when it came out. Assume that the book went for $9 a copy. She probably got 5 of those $9. I mean, 100 million in 1971. Do the math.
That's a lot of fucking money.
It's today's money. It sounds like a small number, but in 1971, that's an assload of cabbage, dude.
In 71.
In 1985, you could take a girl on a date with a $10 bill.
Oh, yeah, which I did many times.
Yep. In 1985, you could take a girl on a date with a $10 bill. So in 1971, $100 million is a large chunk of change.
I'm just trying to think. That is probably $60, $70 million today.
100 million?
No. No, she didn't get 100 million bucks. Not in 71.
She sold 20 million copies of her book. If she made $5 off of each book.
But you're talking about, publishers pay you way less.
We're assuming a book going for anywhere from $9 to $16.
I mean, okay. I don't know what the rate was, but yeah.
Anyway, she ranked in bank.
Yeah, she did.
At any rate, she raked it all.
20 million book sales. You're going to be a rich person,
right?
It's just that simple.
Yeah. The next one is a name you've probably heard: the Mayflower Madam.
Yes.
Real name Sydney Barrows. Okay, she was from Philadelphia. She was a rich girl from Philadelphia who was the actual descendant of the Mayflower crew. But she ran a premium escort agency in the 80s in Manhattan called Cachet.
And she's the one that had the journal with all the clients in it.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yep. She had the whole thing was run like a business. She had staff training, quality control, HR.
Wow, she was in it to win it. She had HR for whores?
Yeah.
Do they do the double finger check or the Dutch rudder check?
I don't know. The Dutch rudder check.
How much would they pay for an evil button pushing monkey?
I don't know, Jimmy. I don't know. Your going rate's probably about $35 a weekend.
79 cents. The cost of one beer.
$20 is $20, man.
$20, baby. That's right.
Well, yeah, man. Holy shit. Like, how do you do that with the HR?
She had a staff. She had like an actual functioning business staff. She had training videos.
Okay, now let's just be honest.
Yeah.
You are not going to be able to do that.
Organized.
You can't have that organization and hide it. It's just not going to. So everyone knew about it.
It wasn't hidden.
No. Well, no. They say they're going to hide it, but it's not. It's hidden in plain sight.
Right. Now, let me finish my sentence. The clients made sure that it stayed quiet because the clients were, I remember this case, senators, major heads of state, major businessmen. They made sure that the whole thing stayed quiet.
Well, also, you want to keep getting your tallywhacker pulled.
Yes.
You don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to find another source for tallywhacker pulling.
Yeah.
And then that could get squirrely.
Then, of course, you've got Heidi Fleiss, the Hollywood madam. A-list actors, studio executives, foreign nationals, the economics of her operation.
So it's the West Coast version of the East Coast chick.
That's correct.
Yes.
That's correct. Yeah. And she was big in the late 80s, I think it was, early 90s.
About the same time.
Yeah. She ended up getting busted as well, but she got the last laugh. When she got out of prison, she went to Nevada and opened a laundromat called Dirty Laundry.
Oh. Okay.
So.
Was it really a laundromat?
Well, I don't know. I've never been there.
Okay.
I think she's only been out for, no, it's been some time now.
All right, let me give the speech.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody, it's 9:00. We here at Redonkulous, we do this to stop suicide, keep everyone educated, and have a little fun while doing it. As you know, we went through a period where we were completely demonetized on YouTube, and we lost about $1,200 in our funds that were in the account that were forcibly donated to, the organization, I guess, whatever. I'm not really doing this for the money. I'm doing this to save lives. We have 2 more lives to read into the record on Thursday. All right. With that being said, any little bit you send in super chats helps this thing keep rolling along because we're literally operating on less than a shoestring budget. And I believe I am the only comedian type guy on the planet who's fighting this scourge that is basically plaguing the Western world. I'm the only person really doing this. I really can't really find anyone else. If you know anybody else that does this, give them my email address and I'll team up with them and perhaps we can even become more powerful. But yes, so thank you in advance. Any little bit goes a long way. So let's keep rolling.
Hang on. What did I do with that one over there? I don't want that screen.
While the Dwarf is bringing up his screens, if you guys want to, sign up for the regiment too.
Oh, yeah.
Subscribe Star, Locals, Odyssey,
Yep.
any of those. Movie nights every other week. And Sunday supporter streams with the popster himself. Ask him questions, make him laugh, do whatever. Contribute to the show. Help
a lot of times on the supporter streams, I will literally show up with a pad of paper, and I'll be like, all right, give me some ideas for this. And I make these huge lists off of the supporters' ideas.
I have sat with Pop and gone through those exact lists. Can confirm. Yeah, yes, you guys have a lot more input than you may realize in many cases. Yeah, we're big on having you guys give us input. Meanwhile, the other obvious end to all of this, of course, is the fucking espionage angle.
All right. Yeah, listen, that's what we mean by the term honeypot.
Yes. That's what we're getting into right now is the honeypots.
Every single year in the military, you have to go through an OBSEC class. And a lot of times it's either online or they sit down and go through an actual with 30 people in the classroom, and there's somebody that gives a class and you take a test.
Anybody above TS, you're going to an actual class.
Yes.
Anybody with a top secret clearance or above, you're going to a class.
I had a TSSCI for many years, and you had to get to class once a year, and every couple of years they actually sent you out off location on TDY with temporary duty to attend one of these higher level super secret squirrel classes.
Yes.
And our government is supposed to do that as well. And Swalwell got caught in the honeypot of honeypots with the Chinese whore, and he was on the committee for national security.
Yeah, he let the Ching Chong put the Fang Fang in his ding dong.
Yes. Yes, he did. Now, if somebody like me or Battle of Dwarf got caught doing shit like that, 5 years in prison.
Instant clearance revocation too. You're done.
5 years in prison, and that's if you plead to it, they go easy on you. Because some guys are in there for 8, 12 years.
I saw a guy get a year just for looking at a packet he wasn't right on to. Like, no shit. He caught a year for looking at material he wasn't supposed to be looking at.
That's a little excessive, but
he had been looking at it for a period of time. It wasn't just he opened a drawer, read a page, and put it back. He had been like reading this material for months.
Okay.
So he was dinged for a year on continued behavior, knowing that it was off limits.
Okay. If it's like one mistake, like open the wrong door.
No, they don't even say anything, because I've done that.
Yeah, because when I ran the skiff, there was about half a dozen times where I'm just like, you're done.
Yeah.
You can leave now. If I have to fill up paperwork, you can never come back in this room.
Yeah.
So you fucked up. Just take it on the chin. Yeah. Get the fuck out. Come back tomorrow.
There's a tolerance built into the process, because if you work in the classified world, you're going to stumble to another program that you don't have access to, that you're not read onto, and you're going to see something, and the people who are read onto it are going to go, you just go that way. We're going to pretend we didn't see that. Everything's fine.
Yeah. Just like, you can't see this. Turn away.
What you do is you just walk away. Forget about it.
That's right. Just like, okay.
Yeah. That's a very real thing. The compartmentalization of the classified stuff. But what also is a real thing is hookers are often spies. A high-end brothel run by foreign nationals, a spy op. Federal investigators who took down a luxury brothel network are investigating whether trafficked women were part of a Korean spy sting. The 3 countries that spy on the United States of America the most will surprise you. If you have not heard me say this before, I am going to say it again. In order, they are Israel, France, and South Korea. Those are the countries that spy on the United States the most.
Why we tolerate Israel doing this shit is beyond me, but
I don't know.
They better hope I never run the show, because people are going to get fucked up.
The French, it's paranoia. The Koreans, it's the paranoia of being a small country with a superpower sitting in your lap with 40,000 troops.
Though I know China is really big on industrial spying.
Correct. But real, proper espionage, the top 3 are Israel, France, and Korea.
Yeah, I didn't know Korea was in there, but I knew it was Israel was the top.
They're very nervous about the fact that we are a superpower sitting in their lap and we have 40,000 troops in their peninsula. That bothers them. I can respect that.
I get it.
I can respect that. So anyway, federal investigators who took down a luxury brothel network that catered to the rich and politically powerful, are investigating whether the trafficked women were part of a Korean spy sting targeting U.S. business titans and elected officials. A Department of Homeland Security investigation affidavit filed by an agent in human smuggling and trafficking units points out that 3 accused pimps, including a man from Los Angeles, charged in the case are Koreans, and money made from selling the sex was sent back to Korea. It wasn't just money. I guarantee you it was not just money. This could be a foreign adversary garnering intel on powerful people. I guarantee you it was. James Lee, 68, was arrested in Los Angeles as one of the trios, the center of a sophisticated sex ring when federal agents from the Homeland Security Investigations Unit searched the elderly alleged pimp's Torrance home in November. They recovered envelopes with thousands of dollars in cash. Okay, he was a pimp. Along with various identifications of different aliases Lee used to travel around the world. This guy was absolutely freaking... that's still classified. The Korean intelligence. He was absolutely Korean intelligence.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm reading the thing here on. I asked AI if Swalwell was indeed caught in a honeypot trap, and it says yes.
We are actually going to get to that. We will get to that in a minute. Look,
Wow.
if most of our viewers out there aren't ever going to come into contact with any of this stuff. That pop and I did is pure fluke. We ended up in jobs in the military where we were around this shit a lot. I got bumped twice by what I'm pretty sure was FIS, Foreign Intelligence Services, when I was overseas.
My TS-SCI, I got it at, I had it in 12th group, and then it got reinstated when I went to 7th group before I went civil affairs.
You were part of 7th group?
I'm sorry, 20th group. I was in 12th and 20th group, not 7th group.
Yeah, I was like, I know a bunch of 7th group guys.
Yeah, I was not active duty Green Beret. I was Reserve National Guard Green Beret.
My cousin was 7th group.
Yeah.
My cousin Darren was 7th group. Anyway, then you've got the businessmen and the politicians. You expect that behavior. Okay? You expect it. They're gonna do it. They're idiots. They really are stupid. I don't know how much hand-holding we had to do when we were on diplomatic stuff.
Yeah.
We had to steer them away from that shit.
Did you ever have to tell any Joes to shut the fuck up out in public when they're talking about stuff like that?
Yes.
Yes, I had to do that too.
Frequently.
But what did you?
That was very common.
What did you say?
Yes.
Well, I was talking about yeah.
Yeah. I also had a 19-year-old headquarters private in brigade bragging about his new 17-year-old girlfriend. I'm like, oh, okay. And then it comes to light that she's the daughter of the Danish colonel who is part of the UN commission to the North Korean delegation.
Yeah.
I had to pull him aside and go get his first sergeant because he was talking
now.
And say, you are a gnat's ass hair from a diplomatic incident. They will fry you. They won't even hesitate. And this kid's a young PFC. And I'm like, I'm not going to let this kid get fucked. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to break contact. You can apologize to her and say, I've just been ordered to because I'm a soldier.
And
you fucking never talk to that girl again.
Until you're out.
Now, if you get out of the service and want to look her up, exactly. I wish you the best, dude. But while you are here in uniform, you cannot be banging the underage daughter of one of the diplomatic staff.
It happens.
That's no. That's no. That's a big no.
Well, I got caught banging Canadian Lieutenant Colonel's daughter, but she was over 18.
Yeah, that's still not great.
No.
That can still cause waves.
But there's nothing they could do to me. I mean, I got a harsh talking to.
Right.
I got yelled at and had to do a couple road marches, but
yeah,
it was still worth it.
Yeah. Canadian girls were different back then. So, Secret Service prostitution scandal. Escort says agent offered her just $30 for sex. The Obama detail. Secret Service.
This was in South America, wasn't it?
Yes, this was in 2012.
All right. Now, first of all, I know lots of guys back in the day who worked for alphabet agencies or in the military who did a lot of stuff in South America.
Yeah.
And that was whore party central.
Yes.
It was insane. It was, and I had very limited exposure to that, but what I saw, I was like, Jesus Christ!
I know
this is out of control. And when a grunt says that, that's a bad thing.
There's a group guy living in Colombia running a coffee company who found a nice Colombian girl and married her, but he got there by the path you're talking. talking about right now. And there's a lot of guys who do that. A lot of especially the guys from the Panama area or the Panama era.
Uh-huh.
A lot of those guys went back down there and found a nice Colombian girl or a nice Panamanian girl and settled in.
If I was going to go down there and do some stupid shit like that, I'd mess around in either Argentina or Brazil.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's it.
Highly recommend Argentina. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm. Yeah. They're, yeah.
I've seen some hot ass bitches down there in my
That's because they're Spanish mixed with Italian, and then you throw in a few Germans.
I saw a lot of redheads and blonde haired chicks down there.
Yes. Yeah. Argentina's as a thing. We're getting way sidetracked here.
Jimmy, I think we need the weeds going into the rabbit hole. Could you play the rabbit hole? Because we fucked up.
Jimmy, are you there?
It's okay. Keep going.
Oh, we'll keep going. Jimmy apparently is not there. The woman described as a single mother from Colombia who makes a living as a high-priced escort. They don't talk about stuff like that in Colombia. I can tell you right now. Confronted a Secret Service agent in his Cartagena hotel room after he offered her $30 for services. She thought they had agreed worth 25 times that. So she knew what he was, is what this says.
Uh-huh.
Because $30 for a prostitute in South America, I don't mean to be crass, is
average.
About right.
Listen,
okay.
All right. Every detail has the detail commander.
Yeah.
He's like the first sergeant.
Right.
They should have immediately got him.
Mm-hmm.
He came down and said, what's going on here? Oh, you want $2,000? Okay.
Yeah. Take
it easy. See you later. And then shut everything down.
Yeah.
And they let it get out of control.
Yeah.
That is just stupid.
This whole thing spiraled out of control. That this made it into the news. This is 2012 on ABC. A Secret Service detail got fucking hammered over disputing prices with prostitutes.
Never do that. Especially if you're working for the goddamn government. Yeah. Are you out of your goddamn minds?
Yeah, apparently the dispute over price escalated and spilled out into the hallway where another escort spent the night with another agent across the hall joined the fray. They alerted the police, who tried to argue the woman's case. Eventually, she lowered her demand and the man gave her a combination of dollars and local currency worth about $225, and she left.
Yeah, you should immediately just said, how much? Okay, we'll get you the money. Just wait here. Just give her the money.
Yep. What happened was the Secret Service ended up stripping 11 of these guys of their clearances for a piece of ass. It is so hard to get a TS.
Yeah.
It is days of paperwork, then about 3 months of investigation shit.
And no, they have the investigation, and there's always questions at the end that you have to write up or answer over the phone.
Yep.
And they're like,
I got called back in 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I had a couple of $10,000 transactions when I worked at Chase, where I made a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And like, hey, you deposited like $17,000, blah blah. I'm like, well, I had a good month.
Yeah, I worked in the banking industry. What do you want?
Yeah, but the thing is that they wanted to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Yeah. Now this right here is fucking rookie. I can't believe these guys were such fucking rookies. Some of the agents were saying they didn't know the women were prostitutes.
No, they're just saying that to get out from the crosshairs. Everyone knew they were ladies of the evening.
Yeah.
There's no mistaking that.
Some of them were saying they were just women at the bar. I understand that there was quite a bit of drinking. You are a Secret Service agent on detail getting blasted in a bar and screwing prostitutes. You should be stripped of all of your everything and sent home.
No, I think that's a little over the top. You shouldn't ruin a guy's career because he wants to fuck around with prostitutes.
You're on duty. They were there as Secret Service.
All right. I mean, this is just the first sergeant in me. Okay.
Dude, look,
as a first sergeant.
If you're there on duty, you're done.
No. Well, if you're okay. If you're actually on guard detail, that's one thing. If you're on your off time and you're doing some questionable gray area shit as the first sergeant, I would show up and go, what happened?
Since when does PPD have off time? If you are deployed in a foreign area with your principal, since when does personal protection detail have off time?
Well, you're not on the clock 24/7, man. I'm sorry.
But you can be, because shit can go sideways.
Yes, you are correct, but I'm still not gonna. I wouldn't nuke all of their careers over this.
I would absolutely nuke them for that.
No, see, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
That's just
sorry.
That's the grunt in me.
That's fine.
I mean, I'll bust your nuts. I'll fuck you up.
No, yeah.
You'll never do it again. I'm not going to ruin your career and fuck you up for life over it. I'm not doing it.
They don't have a mechanism for that, though.
They should.
They don't have a school of smokeology, if you will.
I'll see if they hired me when I applied, then I'd handle it. It'd be a whole different animal.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's. I mean, there are cases where I agree with you, but if you are on the presidential detail in your Secret Service and you're down there with them, you don't have off time.
Well, okay.
Maybe you can. I mean, you can go shopping and stuff. You have off time, but that does not include hookers and blow.
Well, no blow, but hookers. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. We don't have to agree. It's all right. We don't have to agree on everything.
That's fine. But you know what's great though? You've heard of kidnap and rescue, right?
Yes.
There are organizations out there specifically for kidnap and rescue. And a lot of them are former military. I know a lot of special forces guys did that shit.
Mm-hmm.
The intelligence guys who go do their
what is the number one country that has that?
KNR. For a long time, it was
It's Israel.
Israel has a kidnapping problem?
Yeah. They get people kidnapped and there's all kinds of shit going on.
I've never heard that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what it was because I haven't been near any of this stuff.
The second place is South America.
Bolivia is bad. I know Bolivia is bad.
So is Mexico.
We wouldn't roll out the gate in anything less than 2 vehicles with 4 to 6 guys in each vehicle. In Bolivia. Panama was bad for a little while. Mexico is bad, but not a lot of people go down there. Anyway, there's a bunch of movies on it. There's one movie that's actually really good called Proof of Life.
Yep.
So these KNR guys, businessmen will hire KNR companies so that if they get kidnapped, KNR will come look for them. Well, it turns out that there is vagina KNR law firms.
Ooh.
There are law firms to protect you if an escort vagina holds your penis hostage.
Or they want to extort you.
Yes. The internet has become a breeding ground for various forms of extortion, with escort scams and back page scams becoming increasingly sophisticated. Yeah, of course they are. Understanding escort scams and back page. My mouth keeps wanting to say back door. That's bad. And back. It's a back door scam.
Page.
It's a trap.
I never heard of back page.
Escort scams. That's pretty obvious. These escorts, they honey trap you into revealing money, getting money out of you, extorting you for money, any number of things, using secret cameras. Cameras are the size of fucking pinheads these days, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't get involved. And most of us in the regiment aren't around anything where anybody like that's going to try to get to us anyway. But if you know anybody who's got that kind of juice, there's so many reasons not to stick your dick in the crazy.
Holy smoke, Joe Frazier.
So many reasons not to stick your dick in the crazy. Come on, man.
Well, they'll hammer you, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially if they find out you're married and you're out screwing around with whores. Oh my God.
Yeah.
They're going to extort the shit out of you.
Whole fucking industry on this. And as I suspected, my guys have caught up with this as well, because there are digital escort vagina KNR groups now. And these guys would be like the guy Carp that I've described a couple of times, that will go through and try to get you out of a jam. in the cybersecurity realm, forensic services, computer forensics, cell phone forensics, etc., and help you either build a case or keep you from being a victim of vaginal penis hostage situation. That would be a VPHS.
Wow.
Yeah. So seriously, when the geeks get involved in this shit, there's an industry for it. Stay away from that kind of punani.
Well, first of all, if a woman is doing that, she's selling her shit for money.
Yep.
You have no chance. If you think that, she's special, she's different, that woman will run you up the flagpole so fucking fast and not even think twice about it. You are nothing to these people.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
So if you're out on the town and you see a nice piece of tail and she drops the hint like she's for sale, do not engage. It is not worth it. They will fuck you over 3 ways to Sunday and figure out a way to make money doing it.
Yep.
Period.
I mean, Cardi B was famous for that before she got famous.
Yes, that's correct.
Stripper who was a prostitute, drugged, robbed, and allegedly assaulted the Johns.
Mm-hmm.
So
and got away with it.
And got away with it and became a famous rapper who is a outstanding model for 12-year-old girls.
Yes. That's a good way to put it. But I get it.
That's putting it politely.
So while we're pushing towards super chat time, let's wrap this up with Fang Fang. I could go all night with this material, but this one is kind of interesting in that she arrived in the United States around 2011 as a student at California. And Swalwell was just a Dublin city councilman at the time in California, but he was later elected to Congress in 2012. That's an interesting timetable there. She arrives in 2011. He gets elected to Congress. Reportedly, the relationship had a sexual component. Look, it had a sexual component. Okay. He's never confirmed this directly, but that really doesn't matter.
Listen, you don't hang out with prostitutes for no sex.
No. Here's the thing. She had documented sexual relationships with at least 2 Midwestern mayors, per the Axios report that broke the story in 2020. She helped place at least 1 intern in Swalwell's congressional office. This is stock Chinese honeypot shit.
No, it's stock any honeypot shit.
Well, it's stock on any honeypot shit, but in particular, the Chinese will also place people in your offices other than your honeypot.
Uh-huh.
Okay, she attended all kinds of political events with him, including fundraisers. Around 2015, a U.S. intelligence report apparently tipped off Swalwell about Fang Fang's suspected intelligence connections. And shortly afterwards, she left the United States and has not returned. That's it.
Yep. So she left him hanging.
Yeah.
She basically, why his career wasn't ruined is, speaks to the spotlight of corruption on our entire government. Mm-hmm. But if that would have been like an army officer or a Navy admiral, he would literally get court-martialed, lose 2 or 3 ranks, do some time in jail.
Yes.
They would have fucked him up 3 ways to Sunday. And this dude was just he lost his primary years later. I mean, get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit.
I know this model because the North Koreans copied it. What's going on here is she finds herself a low-level politician, inserts herself into his circle, begins making friends within that circle, gets more Chinese intelligence agents into that circle. Okay, now they've got an established baseline that 10, 20 years down the road is going to be very hard to see because they've been there the whole time.
Yep.
Okay, this is the long game. The Chinese and the North Koreans love to play the long game. The Russians will, but not to such an extent. The Chinese are notorious for playing the long game.
Wow.
Anyway, all of this is related to Honomics. I hope you've enjoyed this evening's presentation. We hope you enjoyed our fine selection of prostitutes dating back over 3,000 years.
5,000 years.
Yeah. Records of prostitution to 5,000 years, actual prostitutes 3,000 years.
Okay.
Rhodopis from Greece and Egypt. Who
Didn't Socrates bang a prostitute, a famous prostitute?
Yes, that is correct. That was Aspasia of Miletus. She was also popular in Athens around 400 BC. She ran a high-end establishment in Athens and became the common law wife and intellectual partner of Pericles, who was the most powerful man in Greece at the time. She also banged Socrates, which Plato wrote about.
And they're all blue-pilled idiots.
Yes.
So you have an advantage over those guys. Is you have the internet, and you literally can get on here, and watch thousands of men who've had their lives train wrecked by these bitches.
Yeah.
And granted, they will say they're not prostitutes. I call them wife-stitutes.
Call them what you
or
want.
situationships.
Mm-hmm.
Where they're bartering something for something. You know what I'm talking about?
We have a term now. They're grand horizontals.
Grand horizontals.
Yeah.
That's going to be the new hotel in Boxwine and Catland.
Oh. Yeah, it is the new hotel in Boxwine and Catland.
Well, there's no clientele because there's no men in Boxwine and Catland.
Well,
they have to have men in occasionally, so they'll trade a little bit of punani to get the pipes fixed.
Clean the pipes for cleaning the pipes?
Yeah, exactly.
That, and I'm pretty sure there will be no shortage of peanut butter.
Yeah,
the grand
titty for that.
Mm-hmm. Jimmy, do that thing.
Doing the thing.
That's right, baby. You know what time it is. It's super chat time. Time to get super funky.
And listen, if you want the PDF notes for this show, send us an email to ridiculous12@gmail.com and we'll send them to you.
There's a lot of material that we simply didn't have time to cover.
No, this is like a 10-hour fucking subject. We basically push it into an hour and a half.
I dug up all the shiny bits. I went through all of the funny bits with the freaking
And listen, you could argue that Cleopatra was a prostitute.
She was on the list. She was on the list.
Because, she was giving it up, but she wanted kings and what have you, seizures.
She basically used her vagina to steer Roman policy in North Africa.
Correct. Absolutely correct.
And
that vagina could grip a rudder, baby.
Yep. And despite all of what the certain people are saying, Cleopatra was actually Greek.
Yes.
She was a Ptolemy.
Yep.
Yeah.
She came from the line of Alexander the Great.
Yep. She was a Ptolemy. Anyway.
Anyways, moving on. Let's see. We got 326 over on the YouTube side of things. 293 likes. Not a bad ratio. Not bad. Let's see. We did have a few super chats come on in here. Oops, I got to go to this one here. Got D's 1353 dropping $1.99. No comment there, but thank you very much. Shark Dentures here dropping 2 says you can't spell hooer without HR. It's not wrong.
That's a good one.
And Fan I Am dropping $5 Australian says if sex work was legal, how would that affect all of this?
I don't know.
Well, let's just say if there will be a lot of syphili going around, and as the dwarf mentioned, the pubic hair falls out, so
you're gonna need a merkin.
Be sure to make sure the twat toupee is actually real.
The twat toupee. I don't think that's the thing today, Jimmy. So
Yeah, no, but yeah, you can.
Don't make me look it up.
He's gonna look it up.
I will look it up.
He's gonna look it up.
Yeah, probably am.
Jump over to the Rumble side here. 438 folks with 141 likes. What the hell, man?
All right.
Do it, Jimmy. Punish them.
Well, I have to do it right away because Net Guy coming in with $1 says, Pop, sorry you're having a migraine. You need a hillbilly Hillary to make you snap out of it.
Oh, no.
You know what? Just because Pop is suffering just a little bit, no hillbilly Hillary, but there is going to be a Hillary.
Wax it on, wax it off at the trailer park. Wax it on, wax it off at the trailer park, baby. Oh yeah.
I got traumatized by that. What was I supposed to be looking up?
I don't remember.
If the twat toupee is still in use today.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Twat toupee.
Let's see here. We got Hector 8 coming in with $50. He gets one of these as soon as I scroll up to it right here.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Thank you, sir. Says, hey, Pop and Dwarf. Occasionally I use pop slang at work, like can't understand normal thinking, among others. One girl at work gives the future single mother energy.
Yeah. And for everyone watching on Rumble, please repost this show on your channels.
I'm not going to show this because I'm disturbed and I don't want to look at it and share it. But yeah, merkins are still a thing. You can even get merkin thongs.
Wow.
Yeah. You look up the bearded oyster. Or don't. Whichever.
Oh my God.
Just make sure you're in an incognito tab.
Just brace yourself for why did I listen to the dwarf in the first place?
Yeah,
why did I do this?
It's better to just don't do it.
Why don't listen to the dwarf?
Yep.
Never listen to never get out of the boat and never listen to the dwarf.
Yep. All right. Hector again coming with 10 says, when it comes to women, I go like this. If she didn't like me at my basic bitch Glock era, she doesn't deserve me at my high-end HK Mark 23 suppressed pistol era.
That's a lot.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Mustanger 1965 drop a 10 says, I'm 20 miles up the road from the Bunny Ranch. I'm stopping at the Mustang Ranch for a burger. Great food. Would you like me to ask any questions?
Oh my God! Could we get them on the show?
Oh yeah. Yes, that'd be awesome.
We love that. We'll let them tell their story. We just I think it would be hysterical. Ask them if they want to be on a show with a bunch of old grunts and they can tell us whatever fucking stories they want.
No, that do comedy to stop suicide.
That's right. It's a comedy to stop suicide. It's veteran driven. Tell us your funniest stories. We'd love to have them on the fucking show. Oh my God, that'd be awesome.
I think that might have to be a New Tech exclusive because I don't think YouTube would approve.
I don't care.
I'm just saying. It would be funny, though.
It would be funny.
Let's see. Hector dropping another 10 says, those women will scream and yell from the top of their lungs, where have all the good men gone? Our response, so the one whom you had a child with was enough, but I'm the next father figure? Nope.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, we're going to go with a big fuck off.
Fuck off.
Let's see here. And Two Gasser dropping $1 says, placeholder. We're going to need an AI because of schools for reasons.
There's going to be a lot of changes because of AI. Let's just be honest. This is going to fuck a lot of shit up.
Oh, yeah. Hector again dropping another 10. You gracious man. Says, reminder, women CEOs will never go after a guy who works at a low level like the movie Proposal. Males will go after low level females, both in fiction and in reality.
Oh, yeah. 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 I've had women like turn me down or just be fucking total assholes to me because I'm not 6 feet tall. I'm only 5'11". Or I was in the military. Oh, you're just in the army. Like, okay.
What? Wait, how does that translate?
What? I was in the army, and I
That's
just wasn't. I
military.
didn't have enough prestige, I guess.
Oh, you weren't a ring knocker.
No, I wasn't an officer. I wasn't like. So fuck them. It's all right.
Speaking of which, the individual that I was talking about that I had the conversation with last night also said that she wanted a committee comprised of elite veterans, middle of the road veterans, and veterans that were not doing well, like the homeless ones. And I stopped for a second. She said, middle of the road veterans, like you guys. I'm like, sweetie, we were the elite guys.
Yeah.
I didn't say it, but I was like, you really don't understand other men. Her definition of elite is an Army colonel who went to West Point.
Ah, okay, that's fine.
Nice. Tomahawk dropping 5 on us says, I can never get a hooker. I'd spend the entire time thinking about how many dicks were in there before
That's
and
right.
after me that day alone, not to mention weeks, months, and years. Ew. No thanks.
I used to like when I used to chase Punani. It was the challenge. If you just go pay for it, the challenge is gone, and it's just not as. It just to me, it wasn't as interesting. I was like, yeah, that's just me.
It was actually kind of funny during the deal in Vegas. I was telling my dad, I was like, yeah, I got a hotel room. I'm all here because I was checking in with him. He's like, oh, you gonna get a hooker? I was like, no. Well, come on, it's only $2,000. I was like, yeah, no.
It's what?
$2,000? No.
No. I would much rather take that $2,000 and put it in the machines and gamble away that much, because at least in that instance, I might win something.
I would get a Ruger Precision 300 PRC precision rifle for $2,000. That's just me. What I know.
That's awfully specific.
And this isn't a super chat, but I'm definitely going to butcher this one. But Yoggett Sothoth is asking, Pop, is your toupee American?
Oh!
Yeah. Everyone gets fucked with, even me. It's all good.
Jimmy, for record, Yog Sothoth was one of the elders of the Cthulhu mythos from H.P. Lovecraft's books.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say that name did sound a little H.P. Lovecraftian.
It is. It's very Lovecraftian.
Yeah, it's one of their gods or whatever.
Right.
Yogaslav.
Yeah.
So I somewhat pronounced it right. See, the Hooked on Phonics is working, folks. Mustang in 1965 with Drop a 10 says, Johnny Depp did a movie where he was a French king that loved a courtesan. My wife, whose mom is French, says his language is perfect.
Johnny
Really?
Depp reputedly speaks excellent French. Yes.
Well, he's also paid top dollar because he's a fucking excellent actor.
Yep.
Right.
I mean,
he also is one of the actors that I respect, that because when George Bush was elected, there were a bunch of actors who said they were going to leave. Remember?
mm-hmm.
Johnny Depp is the one who did.
Hmm.
He moved to France.
All right.
Good actor, kind of a shitbag person.
But I mean, I can respect that. He said, I'm going to leave, and he did.
Hey,
okay.
I can respect a man of his word.
I mean, he's good at his craft. I don't approve of his politics or him as a man, but he's
very good
a
at
good
his
actor.
craft. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep. Hector Gink dropping another 10 says, regarding that woman manager at work, she's got Morgan Le Fray, Ilse Coche vibes.
Ilse Coke. Yeah, that's bad. Morgan Le Fay vibe is bad. That's the witch from the Arthurian legends.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not good. It's bad. Bad things happen.
Yep. For the opera, dropping $1 says, in current year, we are in Weimar levels of hyper-Hoeflation.
You are not wrong.
Yeah.
And OnlyFans is the equivalent of the woman and daughter selling themselves on the street corner in Berlin.
Ooh, that's oddly specific.
Yeah. Do you want to get a mustachioed painter? Because this is how you get mustachioed painters.
Yeah. Do you want Adolf? Because this is how you get Adolf.
Yep.
Yeah. Rick Lofthead dropping 20 says, average take 75 cents on a $9 book in 1971. 20 million books is 15 million. Adjust for inflation today, approximately 123 million USD.
There you go. That's the Happy Hookers book that we were talking about.
Okay.
There's the math. Thank you for that, Rick Lofthead. Appreciate that.
Berserker Brad 1983 drop of 25 says, if I were a betting man, I would wager Ireland and Great Britain are going to ignite the proverbial powder keg here soon. I could be wrong. Thoughts on the issue? It's already begun.
Well, Ireland, the Irish are not going to take this. I think they're done.
They are
they take it very well.
From the last that I saw, they are going door to door, kicking in doors, looking for migrants, and if they find them, they are dragging them out to deport them and burning those houses down.
I mentioned this, I believe, at the beginning of the show. Tonight's show was because there's so much exhausting shit going on in the world. I decided, fuck it, let's talk about whores.
We should do a show on gun runners.
Okay.
Because I think Ireland is going to need some gun runners.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, with what's going on, I think the IRA is going to,
I mentioned this
open the ban again.
I mentioned this 2 or 3 shows back. My buddy Sammy, when I was a teenager, he lived in Corktown, and we watched the FBI raid this block like 2 or 3 times in the course of a month. We're like, "What's going on?" He's like, "Oh, IRA lived there." Like, oh, okay.
I'm just saying, there's a will, there's a way.
A lot of guns were run out of Detroit. Carry on.
Yep. See, Jan Bowers dropping 5 says, I'm normally a late watcher, but it's nice to watch it live.
Hey,
thank you so much
for joining us. Yeah, happy to have you.
Hell yeah. Let's see here. Scrolling on the way down, getting the scoliosis in.
Let's
see. Tomahawk dropping 5 says they should make a sequel to the movie Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman, The Divorce, where Richard Grere's character is absolutely rapaid in court.
I approve. That would be an excellent episode. Yeah, that would be a really, really good sequel.
Yeah. Count Chad the Impaler dropping $1 says, forgot it was Tuesday. On June 9th, 2016, my cheating, now ex-wife, moved to Texas from my house in Maryland. I took off work to celebrate this 10th anniversary and ate at Texas Road's house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fucking standing.
I love their sweet bread. Oh, yeah.
Oh, fucking standing.
But listen, what happened to her? I need to get some more of these stories because a lot of guys get fucked over by these women.
We had a good one the other day from a guy who's about to get read in.
Yeah.
He had a happy ending. His wife did not so much.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is karma gets a lot of these women down the road. And I love to hear these stories. Listen, also let us know if you like the semi-revenge murder story that came out on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
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 Now, I don't think the guy murdered anybody. He just wasn't fast enough.
Oh, gee. Things happen, and wires.
Well, I mean,
crossed.
You show up on an accident scene, right?
Yeah.
There's 3 vehicles. You have one with little children in it, and you got old people. Then you have the individual who caused the accident, who's a little farther out. And then, you have limited resources. You send them where they got to go. I mean, that's the way it works.
Yeah.
And
kids, listen, on any accident scene, kids always get the top billing.
Yep.
Always.
That's true.
They will life flight you. If you're 9 years old, you're hurt, you will get life flighted to the fucking hospital because they're not fucking around.
Yep.
All right, keep going, Jimmy.
Count Chad back in says, well, like Pop, I wasn't an officer. I was enlisted. I worked for a living.
That's right.
True story.
When I got my 4-year degree in 1996, they all approached me and said, you should put in your packet to become an officer. And I said, you can fuck off.
Yeah.
That is not going to happen.
Yep. I got told the same thing. Go green to gold. I'm like, no. Nope.
I'd rather be an enlisted guy. Because the respect you have as an enlisted guy, you fucking earn it. Officers get respect because they pin fucking ranks on them.
Yeah, it's a totally different thing. You have to be in to understand it, and you have to re-enlist at least one time to thoroughly understand.
Now, were there officers who gained my respect? Fuck yeah.
3.
But most of them didn't.
Yep. I have 3 officers in my 11 years that I respect.
Yeah. I got about 15 in 33.
There's quite a few officers that I don't not respect. But there are 3 officers that if they called me today and said, I need you right now,
I got you.
There you go. And two guys dropping another buck on us says, Pop, have you seen the asking prices for used Ruger Mini 14 rifles? Hint,
Yeah.
it's $2 kilo buck and up.
Wow.
It's insanely expensive for that shit. And it's not even that good of, I mean, it's a good platform, but it's not excellent. You get much better accuracy out of an AR platform, and it's way cheaper.
Speaking of which, I need to find a good lower.
Yep. We'll hook you up.
Carry on.
Professor Blake Pooh Ass Master 3000 coming in with a buck says, Hey, Pop, if you're wearing an eye patch, does that mean you made a porn video called Butt Pirates and your trusted sidekick Butt Dwarf because he likes it when you're a power topper?
No, man. I told you in the beginning of the show, I suffer from I got migraine headaches. I got blown up. I had a fucking stroke, and I pretty much have a headache every fucking day. It's just the way it rolls.
Ass Blaster, I will gut you from your perineum to your Adam's apple.
No, we're not going to get violent. That was a good burn.
Oh, the Battle Dwarf. All of his words are mean nothing. And, of course, Professor Blake asked for the captain himself.
Look at me, I wanna be the captain of the sea.
About time.
The poop deck ain't for me. I'd rather steer us to debauchery.
Careful what you ask for, video guy. Careful what you ask for.
The murder horse.
The murder horse horns.
Never gets old. Count Chad coming back says, it wasn't all bad in the 13 years with the ex. She may have cheated, but I still smashed it roughly 4,000 times with her, although I don't want to do the divorce dollar math, on each time.
Okay. Well,
That's fair.
I get it.
There are some numbers you don't want to know.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Count Chad again says, X was freaky, though so was I. I discovered that lactating women on top will leak milk when they get the big O.
Yes, they do.
Speaking of milk, true. I once made butter out of her milk and put it on an English muffin.
Hey, that is oddly,
disgusting.
That's oddly specific.
Why would you say that? It's fucking horrible. Oh, God damn, that's horrible.
Why is that horrible?
It's just milk, Pop.
It's just titty milk.
I don't want to hear it. Just keep going.
You drank it once before. You quiet.
Titty milk butter.
Fuck off, man.
I want to make titty milk cream cheese.
Cue the sideshow.
Keep going. Keep going.
You know what's bad is when it comes out and it's titty milk cottage cheese.
The dwarf found a new way to fuck with Pop.
God damn it.
Tom, moving on. Tomahawk dropping 5 says, Dwarf making kebabs on the grill. You are absolutely right about charcoal being shit these days.
That's a crossover from the Twitter accounts. Yeah, I had a bad experience. Kingsford charcoal is now absolute shit. That's what he's talking about.
Yep.
Yeah. You can't get the temperature above 410 degrees. It's
really
bad. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And their quick lighting charcoal that's completely covered in the exact same chemicals of the lighter fluid.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Just if you can, go out and find actual chunk charcoal,
or get some wood.
I have
make your own charcoal.
I have close to 200 feet of willow with a circumference of 8 feet.
Yeah, that's a big ass tree.
Yeah, you've seen them.
Yeah.
That are down on my property that I have to find a way to turn into charcoal because I will have literally a dumpster of charcoal. Anyway, carry on.
Carry on.
Professor Blake coming back for a buck says, hope you feel better, Pop, from your headache.
I get a migraine between 1 and 3 times a week, and I have medication for it. So, I mean, it fucks me up, but I can still salvage, 2 to 4 hours of useful time in the day. But after the show's over, I'm going to bed, man. Try to sleep this off.
Speaking of fucking yup, Count Chad the Impaler comes back, says, breast milk tastes very sweet like the leftover milk from Frosted Flakes.
Stop it.
Oh, no. Pop, you're going to have nightmares. Tomahawk for 5 is asking, Pop, would you rather have titty milk or...
Sis Barn, we don't milk cows, we milk bats. Each plump beauty is hand squeezed warm and fresh straight into your glass. Creamy, clumpy, and impossible to put down. Folks can't get enough.
Pour me a tall one.
Looks like a vanilla smoothie with personality. That is silky, chunky, fantastic.
I think Pop would rather have the titty milk.
Oh my god. God, that is so vile.
Oh my god.
Curse you for making that.
Oh,
That is so vile.
classic.
Oh, Haka cracks
That's
me up
good
every
shit.
time. Every
Glad
time.
you guys find that amusing, you bastards.
Yeah, let's see here. We got Bryce Friday back over on the YouTube side. For 5 says, catch Pop and his eye patch in the new movie, Escape from Catland. Ooh.
Billy Von Bomb, that'd be a good short right there.
That would be a good one, Billy.
An AI short? Oh yeah.
That would be a good one, Billy. All right, let's see here. How's the MGTOW doing over there? Got 29 folks over there. And I'm scrolling through the chat. Oh, hey, there's a nice pair perched up on some wood.
Huh.
Not bad, not bad. Little of a bit of a dirty ginger. Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad, not bad, not bad. I'm pretty sure you would approve of that one, Pop. Let's see here. We got,
Oh yeah.
I like it. Not bad, not bad. First
bad.
one on the MGTOW side from MGTOW Ronan says, hey, gents, can't be on tonight. Got my first colon probe tomorrow. No homo.
Whoa!
Have to drink the shitter juice tonight. Not looking forward to this.
No.
Everyone
Oh,
says
God.
it's a pretty simple procedure. Jimmy, take me out with the old fuck off soundbite. Yes. I don't have that one, but let's see. You know what? We haven't seen Terrence the Feathered Pimp in a while. How's he
Oh, here we
doing?
go.
On the mean streets of the city comes the man with the feather in his cap and stripes on his back. Smooth talking, fast walking, hard hitting. He's Terrence, the feathered pimp.
That's right, sucker.
He can charm the ladies
Funky, baby.
and outdrive the law. When the mob moves in, when the block needs a hero, when the night turns hot, he's the coolest cat alive.
Terrence the Feathered Pimp.
The feathered pimp.
That's awesome.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, fucking funny. All right, let's see here. Got Dark Mad Dog here says, big booby news. I filed the complaint to the Order of the Psychologists. They said it was bad, but nothing illegal in her actions. I sent an email to the Help for Complaints. They reached out and said it was receivable. Then today I saw the boss lady. She apologized for her employee behavior and will investigate.
Uh-huh.
Hey.
I told my relationship with my wife every event and the interference from the so now I can rest. The boss lady said I should have told her the day it happened, not 5 months later.
Well, I mean that is a good point. But it is what it is.
Yep. See, Crazy Uncle here dropping 15 says, crazy email sent. I saw that. I got it starred. He's got some YouTube links in there, so we can't play them, but give them a look over, Pop. It's started.
All right, I will.
Yeah, the risk of Granny Whisker Biscuit.
Yeah, that's a
that has
problem.
happened to us before. So
Well, that
Or-
and playing other YouTube content on YouTube is frowned upon
Yep.
by YouTube, which make sense.
We got our PP spanked with the yardstick for that.
Yeah.
So we should probably stop.
Yep. Crazy Uncle continues, says, also there is a theory that Pompeii was one of 2 cities destroyed by volcanoes around that time, though back in the day, the 2 cities were called Sodomy and Gomorrah.
no, those are not the same cities. They're not even
Nope.
in the same region at all.
Nope.
And when they actually did an investigation around there, and they actually found sulfur on the ground,
Yes.
which is how the fuck that get there, I have no idea, but it's there.
That and a coworker of mine, because I mentioned this to him earlier. Apparently, there's going to be the biggest Pride festival held in sections of Israel that
Tel Aviv.
may or may not be around the same area of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Mm-hmm.
And in Sodom and Gomorrah, when they did excavations, whatnot, they found basically human-shaped buildups or whatever that were in the fetal position. The purest salt ever found on the planet. Is that true? I don't know. That's just what he told me. But I'm just saying, you kind of fuck with
interdasting.
Yeah, you kind of fuck with God and His word. You kind of get fucked up yourself. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Probably shouldn't do that. I'm just saying it's frowned upon.
Yeah.
And
And
fuck you up.
Last one on the MGTOW set. Crazy Uncle says, back in the day, they used to call women of loose morals a Jezebel. We need to bring that back with a slight modification. Call them Jizabels.
Jizabels.
Nice. Let's see. Whoa, that's a nice downward facing dog on the MGTOW chat.
That happens.
That I was just over there to see what the number count was. We got 30 folks over there. Got 12 on the Odysseys. And 31 on the Twattersphere.
You got a couple of creepers over on Rumble, but I'm not sure I want you to read them at all. So,
well, you know what? We're going to go ahead and bang them out right now and kick them out the door.
Poor choice of words.
Phrasing. Let's see. Professor Blake coming in says, hey, Pop, if you need to get rid of your head, just be a power topper to Butt Dwarf.
I will end you.
Fuck off, man.
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, told you. Count
Chad, my guy, TMI. But I'm going to read it anyways because, well,
it will just end Pop.
Count Chad the Impaler dropping $1 says, I had my ex puke in my mouth during sex because she was drunk. I kept going until.
Can you stop? That's horrible.
That's got to be one of the worst things I've ever heard. Hands down, that's one of the worst things I've ever heard.
God. Is that what they call the Malort missionary?
Listen, somebody sent a bottle of that Malort, and it literally tasted like fermented garbage. It was horrible. I couldn't even drink it.
Yeah. Hands down, that's one of the worst things I've heard on this show.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We've been through some zingers.
Yep. All right. And last one for the night, guys. Save them for Thursday. This is from Tomahawk. He's being sneaky just because.
That's fair.
There you go. You guys are some sick bastards. Never change.
Bastards.
All right. I got some cash apps here.
Bring up the cash apps.
Let's see what we got here. We didn't get that many cash ups today, so we got 30 from Rusty Shackelford.
Thanks, man.
Order me a Happy Helmet trucker style cap.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Then we have one from Michael Ripley for 20. One-eyed sniper. Okay, I see how it is. And then we have one from Susie McCarley. Let's see, $30.
Thank you, Snooze.
Cinderella Egyptian sandal giggity.
Yeah, right.
There's nothing new under the sun. I'm sorry.
No.
It's all happened before. Just got to read some history books. There's just less people back then, but we did the same fucked up shit because we're the same evil hairless monkeys.
Yes, true story.
Yep. And well, Battle Dwarf, I know you got final words here tonight.
I don't really have a whole lot. Just don't put your penis in places it doesn't belong because it will fall off, and I'm told that's bad.
It is bad.
Yeah,
it is very bad.
There's one word you just need to say because it's not a stream until you say it.
Bolsheviks.
Bolshevik.
There, I said it. Bolsheviks. Bolsheviks. Now drink.
We didn't really have any Bolsheviks involved in this, so there wasn't a lot of opportunity to say Bolshevik. So
I get it. I already finished my beer. I'd be drinking.
All right, the man with the empty beer and the stylus patch on your eye.
All right. First of all, I can see through this. It just shades the eye. It's not completely blocked. All right, everybody. It's your safety briefing. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. It's not going to work out for you. If you absolutely need to fornicate, wear a condom, flush it down the toilet, or take it with you. Why? Women are sneaky bitches, and child support does last 18 to 21 years, depending upon the state you are in. Rack up, pack up, and stack up. There's safety in numbers. And in today's world, you need to roll deep. Also, maintain your situational awareness, because if you're going to be attacked, something in the environment will have changed. It's up to you to see it. And last but not least, I'm sick and tired of throwing you dudes in the dirt because you're taking a permanent solution to a temporary problem. You need to play the long game. You have no idea what tomorrow holds for you, and it could literally change on a dime. So you need to stay in the fight. And if everything else fails, just live at a motherfucking spite. And always remember, Uncle Pop is here cheering for you, for all of your victories, even the ones you can never tell anyone about. Boom, beer me.
There you go. There you go. And of course, ladies and germs, you know me. Got to pimp out the merch because it's awesome. Yeah, probably a little too warm for the Happy Helmet beanies, but you know.
Oh, it's bad here today. A lot of humidity.
Oh yeah. We had a couple of storms roll through yesterday, and it was pretty warm, humid as fuck. But when it is hot and humid out, get yourself a Bolshevik beer glass.
Yeah,
fill it up with your favorite beer. Hopefully, it's not any tranny fluid.
And also tune in on Thursdays because we have 2 live save. We're going to read into the record.
Yep. And of course, you guys know all of where to find that. And on that note, my only advice is, don't stick your pecker where you wouldn't stick your finger.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're doing some framing of a house, make sure you're sitting on the boards and not in between the boards because, you run that home screw home, you might get a little bit of a pinch. Just saying. If you know the video, you know. All right, ladies and germs, take it easy. We'll see you on Thursday.